Welcome to the Bullvine Podcast, your go-to source for inside stories, cutting-edge research, and the latest updates in the world of dairy farming. In our 123rd episode, we explore how the USDA's new milk pricing rules affect your income. So please, grab a glass of milk, sit back, and let's get started with this episode.
Will the USDA's new milk pricing rules help or hurt our dairy farmers? The dairy industry faces a significant change as the USDA introduces new milk pricing rules. These rules result from a 2-year process to update federal milk marketing orders. Now that they're approved, farmers and processors need to understand them as they affect everything from milk to prices throughout the sector. Our analysis shows that these rules might cut dairy farmers' income by about 5% yearly. This news is a wake-up call for everyone in the industry to rethink and plan for the future with these new rules in place.
Federal Milk Marketing Orders, FMMOs, are key tools in the U.S. dairy industry, ensuring fair milk pricing nationwide. The USDA's Agricultural Marketing Service, AMS, manages these orders to help keep milk prices steady for farmers and consumers. By setting minimum prices that processors must pay, they protect farmers from significant price changes in the market. These rules are essential because they help balance the supply and demand of dairy products. They prevent huge differences in milk prices that could result from regional factors, seasonal changes, or consumer demand shifts. This helps farmers who might otherwise face uncertain pay and ensures consumers have a steady supply of dairy products at fair prices. The recent updates to the FMMOs followed a lengthy national hearing in 2023. Many people, including farmers, processors, economists, and consumer advocates, shared their views. The aim was to address today's market needs and make necessary changes to the FMMOs to better suit current economic conditions. This process helped create fair rules that balance the needs of everyone in the dairy supply chain.
The USDA's changes to federal milk marketing orders will significantly affect the dairy industry, focusing on new composition factors and pricing methods. A key update is an increase in skim milk composition factors, raising true protein to 3.3%, other 6%, and non-fat solids to 9.3%. These changes will be implemented after a 6-month delay, reduced from the initially proposed 12-month delay. This increase mirrors today's production realities and consumer habits. These updates also remove 500-pound barrel cheddar cheese prices from the Dairy Product Mandatory Reporting Program survey to improve data collection. By relying solely on the 40-pound block cheddar cheese price, this change aims to stabilize prices and better reflect market realities. This change should make dairy pricing more accurate and valuable for market analysis. The revisions to Class 3 and Class 4 manufacturing allowances add complexity. These are now $259 for cheese, $22.72 for butter, $23.93 for non-fat dry milk, and $26.68 for dry whey. Additionally, all allowances included a marketing cost factor of 0.0015 per pound. They're set to reflect today's processing costs, but might affect farmers' pay and regional costs. The shift back to the higher of pricing method for the Class 1 skim milk price formula is a significant change. This approach sets the Class 1 skim milk price based on whichever is higher between the advanced Class 3 or 4 prices each month. This change aims to make prices fairer, especially for products with a longer shelf life. It offers a more stable pricing system for producers dealing with market changes. The changes in Class 1 differential values aim to cover the higher milk delivery costs to the Class 1 market. The final plan includes some minor adjustments to specific county-level Class 1 differentials. This attempt to share pricing benefits more widely has received mixed reactions from people in the dairy industry.
The USDA is about to change the federal milk marketing orders, which could significantly affect dairy farmers' incomes and the overall market dynamics. One significant change is the update to skim milk composition factors. This means recognizing more non-fat solids in milk, which could change how milk is priced and make it more challenging for farmers with small profit margins. The American Farm Bureau Federation is worried about these changes. They believe farmers might earn less, a big concern as they are vital to the agricultural economy. Also, the new manufacturing allowances aim to reflect actual production costs. Still, they might lower what farmers earn per gallon of milk. The changes to Class 1 differentials are also causing issues. Although they are supposed to match local economies better, some areas worry they might lose pricing benefits, making them less competitive. Critics say this could widen the economic gap and make it harder for farmers in disadvantaged regions to compete. The new manufacturing allowances are also criticized for potentially lowering farmers' incomes by not covering increased costs. Stakeholders ask for a reevaluation to ensure fair financial impacts throughout the processing chain. These changes aim to update dairy industry pricing. However, they could upset the economic structures that farmers rely on, leading to calls for fairer, more balanced changes.
Regional factors significantly affect how the USDA's new milk marketing rules affect different parts of the country. Production costs and local market conditions can change how these rules work in each area. This means some places might need to tweak their policies, especially regarding milk pooling, to meet their specific needs. Milk pooling helps ensure fair prices for all producers, but local costs can impact it. Areas with high transportation and processing costs might need to adjust pooling rules to make sure their farmers continue to earn well. For example, Wisconsin, known as America's dairy hub, might face challenges due to its large cheese production. Dairy farmers there might push for changes to balance lower price differences and varied manufacturing costs. On the other hand, Florida has a different situation. It focuses more on fluid milk than cheese. Changes to milk pooling could raise consumer prices due to changes in Class 1 differentials. This might lower demand and affect the whole supply chain. Florida might seek to adjust rules to keep consumer demand up while ensuring fair payment for its producers. These examples show the different needs of regional dairy markets. As the industry undergoes significant changes, region-specific adjustments will likely occur. With its economy and products, each area must determine how federal changes fit its situation. This will probably lead to discussions about more modifications to keep the industry fair and balanced.
The USDA's new pricing rules for the dairy industry could bring many benefits. One of the biggest is better pricing transparency. This means more explicit market information, which makes things fairer for everyone involved. By refining how prices are set, these changes aim to stabilize the market and make prices more predictable. These new, precise pricing methods could spark innovation in the dairy sector. Farmers and processors can make smarter choices about investing in technology and improving their production practices with more exact signals from the market. As these changes happen, the industry may see more efficient production and possible economic growth. The USDA is also working to balance the different interests in the dairy chain, from farmers to processors to consumers. It encourages collaboration by listening to feedback and making changes based on it. This approach helps reduce tension and encourages cooperative solutions, strengthening the dairy industry and making it more sustainable.
The recent changes to federal milk marketing orders are making big waves in the dairy world. Beyond the immediate impacts, these changes could shape the industry's future, affecting how farms operate, stay sustainable, and compete globally. These updates might affect many parts of the dairy business, from farm management to strategies for selling on the world stage. Changes in farm size. The new rules might push the industry towards larger farms that can handle the higher processing costs. This shift could make it difficult for small family-run farms, leading to significant changes in dairy structure. Farms that can change and grow with these rules will have a better chance to survive in the fast-moving global milk market. Going green. As profits get tighter, farmers might have to use more sustainable methods to save money and be more efficient. Investing in renewable energy and reducing waste could be key to meeting economic and environmental goals. Competing worldwide. Getting used to new price rules might help U.S. dairy products be more competitive worldwide. By adopting advanced technologies, American dairies could improve their operations, making them appealing in the global market. Business changes. With these new price rules, companies might start making various products to stay profitable. Flexibility in the market. Flexibility might be key as global market needs change. Using new technology, Cutting-edge processing technologies could boost efficiency and product quality. In conclusion, these USDA changes will likely lead to more than just money adjustments. They could significantly shift how the dairy industry functions globally. Adapting to these changes is vital to building a strong future for dairy producers worldwide.
The new pricing rules present both challenges and opportunities for dairy farmers. It's essential to diversify products. Farmers can produce more cheese or yogurt using higher milk solids, which meets market demands and opens up niche markets with better profits. Investing in technology is crucial. Automated milking systems can streamline operations, making them more efficient. These tools help farmers manage their herds better and cut costs. They also optimize milk production and improve resource use, essential in unpredictable markets. Using renewable energy can save farmers a lot of money. Farmers can lower energy costs and become more sustainable by incorporating solar or biogas systems. This approach benefits the environment and protects against market fluctuations by reducing operational expenses. Advocating for fair policies is essential. Farmers can promote rules that address their needs by engaging with policymakers and participating in industry discussions. Forming cooperatives can increase their bargaining power for better terms and fair pricing. These alliances ensure smaller farms have a stronger voice in policymaking, protecting their interests in the evolving dairy industry.
With these changes in place, the dairy industry is ready to see how they will affect everyone involved. Leaders are creating systems to ensure adjustments help farmers, processors, and consumers. Here's the plan. Regular surveys to gather data on costs and market changes. Advisory groups with farmers, processors, and economists for advice. Feedback loops for farmers to share concerns with policymakers. Pilot studies to see regional impacts and make targeted changes. Ongoing evaluation is essential to adjust approaches and ensure growth and sustainability. By integrating these plans, the dairy sector aims to achieve a transparent and flexible market ready to face new federal rules.
In dairy pricing, many ideas helped shape the USDA's new rules. People in the dairy industry suggested ways to make the rules fairer. One idea was to set prices based on local costs and market needs, considering each area's unique economy. Supporters believed this could fix unfair national pricing and give local producers and processors more control. Another idea was cost-plus pricing, where prices cover farmer expenses like production and transportation plus a profit. Critics worried about measuring these costs correctly across different farm sizes, mentioning possible management issues. A third idea focused on gathering better data for accurate pricing. Using technologies like blockchain and AI, supporters thought they could improve dairy production and sales data, leading to fairer pricing. This approach aimed to build trust by making data more accurate and accessible. Ultimately, more traditional ideas were chosen because they fit better with current rules. Decision makers looked at the pros and cons of each idea and chose ones that balanced new ideas with practicality. As the dairy industry adapts to these changes, these past proposals show the different options for shaping dairy regulations.
When we look at dairy pricing reforms worldwide, we see different approaches. Canada uses a supply management system with quotas and controlled imports to stabilize prices, unlike the more open market approach in the United States. This method protects Canadian farmers from market swings, but can limit profits when global demand increases. The European Union supports dairy farmers with subsidies and direct payments as part of their Common Agricultural Policy (CAP). This gives European farmers some financial security, even if the market is unstable. However, these subsidies often spark debates about affecting international trade. The U.S. federal milk marketing orders, set up in the 1930s, aim to keep milk prices steady across regions. They've been questioned on their effectiveness in meeting modern needs. Pricing and pooling aim to balance interests between producers and processors for fair pay in different areas. Updating skim milk composition and manufacturing allowances shows that these rules are becoming more flexible and data-driven. These comparisons show the complexity of dairy policy, where Canada's quotas, the EU's subsidies, and the US's evolving methods highlight different ways to ensure sustainable and fair agriculture.
The history of dairy pricing has changed a lot to meet the world's needs. 2000, the Federal Milk Marketing Order Reform adjusted milk prices by examining different milk components. This was done to ensure fairness, similar to today's talks about regional pricing. The challenge was maintaining fair prices nationwide while keeping the dairy industry strong. 2008, with the global dairy market evolving quickly, new policies were introduced to keep U.S. farmers competitive worldwide. This relates to today's conversation on manufacturing costs and their impact. These historical moments show our efforts to strengthen the dairy industry while ensuring fairness across all regions. The aim is to help farmers meet consumer demands and adapt to market changes, which are still crucial today.
The changes in the federal milk marketing orders will affect not just farms and factories, but also the consumers. People might notice changes in milk prices and product availability. As milk composition and processing rules change, milk and dairy products might cost more on supermarket shelves. So what does this mean for your grocery budget and the variety of dairy products you buy? Here are some questions to think about. Will these changes make dairy products more expensive? Could prices change in different areas? Will some products be less available or be of varying quality as companies adjust? Understanding these impacts is key as the industry tries to meet the needs of everyone: farmers, companies, and shoppers.
The USDA's changes to federal milk marketing orders are changing the dairy industry. These changes update skim milk composition, adjust manufacturing costs, and change prices for different classes of milk. While these changes aim to be fair, some groups like the American Farm Bureau Federation worry they might lower farmers' income. Dairy professionals must understand these new rules, which could affect prices and vary by region. It's essential to join industry talks and watch how these changes play out to protect farmers' interests. Farmers and processors should consider how they'll adapt as the industry goes through these changes. What strategies will you use to handle these changes and keep your dairy farm running smoothly?
Thank you for tuning in to the Bullvine Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's insightful discussion. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Catch you next time on the Bullvine Podcast, where bovine expertise and community come together.